Hey guys, Decob13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play the Somnium Files. Alright, so we just started off Sosajima's sink, and we have to save Iris from him. We want to unveil his secrets, so we gotta make an escape path for Iris. Forklift large box, warehouse doors.
A large wooden box. A warehouse door.
Looks like it's locked. All of these are, actually.
A forklift. A large wooden box.
Let's if I can push it.
No good. I cannot move such a large object.
But it's right in the way.
A large wooden...
Hit?
Leave it to me. A wooden box is no match for me. I will crush it to pieces with my special right straight.
I'll leave it to you.
Ah! By the way, what is your opinion on pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Wow, you really tried to change the subject there.
A warehouse door. I hear a dull impact at regular intervals, like a knife plunging into meat.
Five minutes left, Date.
Let me try... I'll try driving it.
Roger that. Leave it to me. It is time to unleash the Drift King.
Oh no.
Didn't you crash a minute ago? Besides, the forklift is front-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's about right.
There's something here.
Maybe you should jump in. You might unlock a bonus stage.
Do you have the mind of a child? A mysterious warp space suddenly appeared. Here?
Yeah,
My hand.
yeah, you can do it.
I suppose if I must.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I've seen a boss character like this before.
Setting escape route for Iris. Sort of. Now you have the wall of boxes. I should get caught here instead. Yep.
Are those boxes in the way too?
We do not have time to move each one.
If only we could use that crane.
More warehouse doors. Concrete fragments.
4 minutes.
How can I give
Pieces
it
of
to you?
concrete. It is the same material that makes up the ground. Though, I am unsure why it fell from the sky earlier.
So things that go through that portal come out supersize. Got it.
Okay. Oh, this door is open.
door to the warehouse. I cannot see inside. A door to... That door should have led to the warehouse, but...
B. Oh, control
Is
panel.
this some kind of control panel?
Input fighting game combo? Let's try raising the lever.
No, it won't budge.
Got it. Well, that wasn't it.
Three minutes, Date.
Warehouse doors.
It's a control panel.
I have to try it.
The one that is difficult for humans to input?
Yeah, the GH Raging combo.
Fine, just be quiet. No, wait. Inputting that sequence of commands with the lever shaped like this.
I think you can do it.
I'll try.
Was that actually the... That was actually the answer. When in doubt. Am I right?
Oh, it moved.
Ring out!
That's a KO.
Fucking... I can't believe that was the answer. Now the barrels are in the way.
If only she could fit through that gap.
Looks like this one's just a straight shot. No divergence on this one. Alright, so what do I have now? Concrete fragments. Oh, I can get to the crane now. In the box near the crane. And the doors as well. Fortunately, it takes a little bit of time to go
warehouse?
through each one.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Let's see. Oh, hey.
What?
What can I do with the crane?
A crane.
Ride the crane.
Not that I am against it, but
Can you not climb?
I don't see any place to get a hold. A
Alright, that
crane.
was a waste of time.
How about this stone? I hit it, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
Box near the crane.
A wooden box hang.
Oh shit.
No use. It is either stuck to the ground
Or you're just weak.
or your instructions are bad,
Or you're just lazy.
or your breath smells like garbage. A wooden box.
Try and punch.
It won't even budge.
You have 1 minute left.
A crane.
Out of sheer curiosity.
There is no point doing this by force. If we are going to move it, we have to find another way.
there's anything else I can do. I'm gonna have to restart the Somnium. At least I know how to do the first two.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Pieces of... Ah! Ow!
Are you okay?
I want to go home.
It's okay. Don't push yourself. Just give it another shot, okay? You can do it.
Stop it! You trying to be nice makes me want to cry.
Alright, yeah, let's restart the Somnium. That's just the easier thing at this point. Okay, so first things first.
A fork...
Drive the forklift.
A mysterious...
Put your hand in.
Five minutes left, Date.
So that takes a minute.
A door to the warehouse.
Go in the warehouse. Control panel.
Is this some...
Like the fighting game combo.
Oh!
That's another minute down. Still under 4 minutes we have left.
4 minutes.
That's from here that I don't know what to do. I wonder if we can do something with one of the other doors. Probably not this one, because it's all warped to shit.
A warehouse door.
Oh, at the very least, that one
A
does,
Deliver...
give me a timing.
Three minutes, Date.
Can't do anything with those. There's nothing over there. Shit, what am I supposed to do? Oh, hold up.
A warehouse... What's this? Something came out.
Edible seaweed made this way was thought to be a delicacy for nobles during the Heian era.
What are you talking about, Date?
Nobody needs to hear your superfluous narration.
Ah, okay. It makes her small. Takes you to the side of the barrels.
Is the box hanging from the crane in the way now?
Was there something under the wooden box?
Let's just go back and lift it up for now.
Alright.
A crane. A wooden box.
No, this is gonna work. What else do we have left?
What is this?
Looks like a premium channel before you pay for it.
Oh, I got smaller.
If you got any smaller, you'd be as flat as a surfboard.
So that's pointless. Yeah, warehouse doors. Nah, there's only
You have less than
anything
2 minutes,
about
Date. Hurry.
A crane. How about...
Oh, that's gonna do it last time.
I hit it.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a bust.
A warehouse... A warehouse... Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone there, they...
A warehouse door...
Oh wait, have I gone into this one?
Deliver!
Or is this just the one that takes me over to the other side? Oh, no, it takes me up here now.
Is this some kind of...
Let me try... Raise the lever?
Understood.
There we go.
Is there something underneath it?
And that does it.
It appears Iris was saved. Barely.
That shadow must be...
So that was Sajima. Still a little confused about what this all means.
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Aiba...
Who is that figure?
Probably so himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way. Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
Well, first things first. Got some investigations to do.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all. Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer.
That's right.
That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves, like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you is an ability many charismatic people share.
So that would explain why he was a mysterious figure and not himself. I see.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous...
It could be so.
Indeed. Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements. Memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness. In short, it is your ego algorithm. What you call your mind. Recognition, cognition, consciousness. All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain. And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it. It's far too complicated. But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven.
Yeah, same thing's pretty much true of any, like, standardized appliance.
The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the syncer's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible. During a sync, the syncer's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the syncer's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain. The syncer's memories are the whites, which remain in the shell. The syncer, or rather the syncer as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk.
It's a pretty good analogy.
This is just like that.
I want to beat So over the head with that thing.
You and me both, Date.
I see. Apparently you need your dosage increased.
Dosage?
What I would give you to be trapped in there with a right guy. Oh, Date.
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date. But that was just a dream. It's not real. Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
It is, but it's not Renju.
Are you kidding me? You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court. Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was so.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Alright, time to get this sack of garbage. About Iris.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream. You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Why'd you call Shoko?
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
What's your alibi?
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home.
So no alibi.
You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
From who?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
It is impossible to determine now.
Shit.
He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No. He still must have. He was in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse? Date, the investigation team is calling.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. You want it
Let me
Ariake?
guess. There's no
Warehouse
body.
district?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
That's not good.
What do you mean there's no body?
We looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
What's that? Where are we going, Date? The Sagan residence. What?
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell?
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
What the fuck? The hell happened? I am so fucking confused.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any dialogue. You know, whatever happened to Renju?
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
Where the hell he is?
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually.
Yeah, we heard all this before.
The
Okiura
company
Fisher has nothing to do
Renju
with
holds in
Renju.
short.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected. You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too. I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Moma can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris? Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss. Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to.
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium.
That's not right. I think you may have read that line wrong, boss.
Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
Where's So now? Back home.
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to
Couldn't
do?
hold him.
We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
I say I want to check the cold storage warehouse first. My biggest contention is what the fuck happened to Iris? We definitely saw her body. And now she's somehow miraculously alive. The eye bit in my left eye socket, and I walked into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though.
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown.
Yeah, that's weird. Why did they take so long to get here?
The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench.
Huh.
Examining it will not reveal any further information. A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here. The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed. There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use. It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
Wasn't there a cardboard box up to the side that the polar bear was going after one time?
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
We searched the warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Let's go to Marble and talk to Mama. I want to save the Sajima residence for last. Deal with him later.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see. You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Hey, Mama. What's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah, I see. Piece of fucking shit. This,
Jesus,
however,
Iva.
appears to be a simple Italian pizza with fish and french fries.
Damn.
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
Sorry, I don't like golf.
Oh, Mama. Always gotta make everything an innuendo.
Hey, Date. You know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Dev Ale.
I like this place. Maybe it's because we've been here so many times. Alright.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Talent scandal.
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
You know, it just hit me too. That's Chris Hackney. It's Dimitri. I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one. Countless bodies.
Why do you see so many bodies?
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation.
So you killed them?
You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land.
Jesus Christ, Renju.
Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
Took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Alright, let's summarize.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Alright.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, come back later. Alright, let's go to the Sagan residence. Talk to Hitomi.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but... I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district?
So yeah, that is Falco.
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then... He kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes... Then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once. Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him.
Aww.
A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
It's actually really sweet.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliché, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse, and kissed.
I gotta say, you know, with everything we heard about Falco from Pewter on the Green Route, I don't know. Falco doesn't seem like all that bad of a guy, really. I mean, he kills people, yeah, but honestly, I really don't think he's a bad guy.
I don't think we ever said I love you.
I don't know. Something just doesn't seem right with it.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Especially his Somnium. It raises a lot of questions.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together.
Aww.
We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate.
Oh, that explains the mess.
It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it.
That's adorable.
It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful.
And that was the Cyclops killings.
So he became a target for underworld criminals.
Oh no, he was killing criminals himself.
I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure.
Yeah, don't want to ruin that for her.
Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
There's a drawing on the wall. Iris drew when she was 12. Man.
Date, a riddle.
Oh, here we go again.
A man-eating alligator lives in a river. There are no bridges or boats. How do you cross?
In a refrigerator?
Well, let's see. You jump across?
Wrong. The solution is simple. You just swim across.
But what about the man-eating alligator?
He's at a convention out of town.
What?
He isn't in the river.
What does that have to do with the refrigerator? Thanks, Iba. You and your fucking weird-ass riddles. If you can call them that. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Or not. Good job, Date. Alright.
You asked me that yesterday.
There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renji's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea. I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that, but Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid.
I guess that's what inspired her to be an idol, right?
Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too, toward the end. When all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them.
Aww.
I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell.
Oh.
She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
What was the other time?
6 years ago. I was the victim of a shooting.
Yeah, I could imagine she'd cry about that.
After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life. Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, I think I'll end the episode off here. And in the next one, we will continue on with our investigation and see what other information we can find out from Iris and maybe from So. Though I'm not holding out any hope we'll learn anything at all from So. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!